Hello guys, right now I'm going to show you how to make a paper fingerboard. So what you're going to need is 3 clamps, a fingerboard, a ruler, scissors, and glue. So first off, I'll show you, I'll just pause the camera right now and I'll show you what the first thing I do is. Okay, so here's what we got now. We got a board that's about just over 1/16 of an inch because I kind of like my boards a bit wide, and plus it's going to get cut and sanded down to proper size. It's 4 inches long, and so you line up your papers together, and in a second here I'll show you what you do next. Okay, sorry guys, I just had to go for dinner. So we got it cut. It's 4 inches by just over 1/16 of an inch. So you can see it's that. I'm probably going to leave it at a bigger width just because I like it a bit of a wider board. Yeah. So then what you do is you take the papers and one second. Okay, so you're going to take the papers and you're going to line them up evenly, okay? So what I do is I take the clamps or a clamp and another clamp and clamp them down in bottom and top corner. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut out the papers. So I'll pause the camera and I'll come back to you. Okay, so after you have cut that, you're going to have a little bit of space around there. And you're going to make sure that that is even. Then you're going to take the third clamp and clamp it down like that. So that way you can evenly cut that. So there, you got these scrap papers. I'll take them and go throw them in the garbage. And then, so right now you can see we have about not even 1/32, or not even 4 millimeters thick, and average board is about 4 millimeters thick. For the board, you know, I'd say that's good. So you're gonna want, you know, that about that thick. If you can see that, yeah. Then you're gonna take that. You're gonna take an old board you have. Well, you're not gonna take. You're gonna make sure you have an old board. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take all these pieces and you put glue on them. Now, for this, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have an old board, which you will be placing the papers on once you put the glue on. So, you take one layer that you will not be using for this, and be placing the other layers on top and whatnot. So, what you're going to need for this is a old piece of wood like this. So you take this and take your glue, shake it until it comes out, spread it along the top part, just a little bit, and then you're going to spread it down. You don't want too much because if you put too much on, it'll soak through and it won't be very good. So you're going to make sure that it's spread all the way around, nice and neat, like that. Make sure this glue is not quick dry, because if it is, it will dry too fast on you, and you don't want that. So then you have your first two layers. So I'll pause it and I'll glue it all together, and then I'll come. Okay, so after you have done that, you will make sure that you're just clear of any air bubbles. And if there is, you just take a fingerboard and just go like that. Yeah. Make sure it's smoothed out and that there aren't any like glue hanging. Make sure like that you can get all the glue that you can off the side. So then after, you'll take your fingerboard, your scrap fingerboard. Make sure it's aligned like this with the paper. Bend it down in the middle and take one of your clamps and clamp it down. But as you're doing that, you're going to want to make sure that the air bubbles and wrinkles that come up are clear. So, yeah. Make sure it's like that. And take your other ones and make sure you put them down onto the kicks like this. And if the board that you're using doesn't have very high kicks, what you can do is, what I'm going to do is put roll up a piece of paper like this and put it under, or take a quarter and slip it under, so that way it just makes it that much higher. There. And there you go, and then you put down all of the other parts, all of the parts that are sticking up, and make sure it's flattened and smoothed out right now. There are some parts, but you can fix that when it's dried. So, yeah, and after you're done, just clean up. You're going to need about, not very many pieces of paper, about 15 to 20 pieces of paper, and keep those because you can use it to make other boards. Make sure you have extra grip tape lying around, or take grip tape from a skateboard or sandpaper that's sticky on one side, and put it down. Now after, you're probably going to have glue stuck to your hands. I'm going to want to scrape that off because it's really annoying, but it's, you know, fun to pick off. Yeah, so make sure your board is down, flat, so it's sort of with the thing of the other board. Every so often switch the middle piece to the other outer side, and, you know, like this. It just makes it more smoother. Leave the end ones where they are though, because those are important. So you can see I got the quarters in there. And it doesn't have to be perfectly centered on your board, because you gotta remember you're gonna sand it down. So yeah, you can put it like that and it'll dry. I'll make an update of when it's dry and showing you how to put the holes in the grip tape and stuff on. See you then.